Men's health issues with Elizabeth CELI. G'day, Elizabeth.
Hey, Adam.
We're reversing roles this week. You're going to ask me a question.
I've actually got a question for you, Adam. Tell me, when I say the words domestic violence, what first comes to mind for you?
It would be women being the victims of domestic violence.
Okay.
What first comes to mind.
So, female victim and a male perpetrator in that case? Okay. So, if I were to tell you that 1 in 3 victims of family violence are actually male, how would you feel about that?
Wow, that's kind of unconsidered, really.
That's exactly the kind of response most people have, and most men going, get real, as if I'd ever be a victim of domestic violence. And yet, it's often misunderstood, and it's quite a silent phenomena for men. And so in my years with men's health advocacy, I realised this was quite a silent phenomenon, and we need to talk about it a little bit more. So, you know, what a lot of men don't realise is that they can be victim to their female partner's abuse through verbal abuse, mental and emotional abuse, financial abuse, sexual abuse, and sometimes even often social abuse and social manipulation. And all of that can add up to being abuse toward a man, particularly if she's wanting control over him or power over him and how he lives his life. And a lot of men tend to think that that kind of stuff is just how she is. You know, oh, this is just her, or this is how women are, or forget it, I can handle it, it's no big deal, it'll get better tomorrow, or it'll get better in a month, she's just having a bad day. But unfortunately, this is a pattern that's often underestimated. So in my 3rd TV appearance, I was talking about social bias against men, and we had a look at a video clip about a female, a well-known entertainer, actually using a golf club toward the man in the clip, throwing him downstairs, and we look at that and we look at it as entertainment and we don't really bat an eyelid at it. But when I asked the TV presenters if we were to swap the gender roles and it was the man doing that to the woman, exactly, we'd go, forget it, we'd go up in arms with that kind of thing. And yet we've developed this blind spot that apparently men can never be victims. Now don't get me wrong, female victims exist, as do male perpetrators, and they certainly both need a lot of help and support. So not undermining that in any way. But we need to remove the blind spot about men also experiencing this psychological abuse from women's criticisms, belittling, putting him down, telling him he's not good enough, or he's not earning enough, or he's not a good enough father, or he's not performing well in bed. Any area that she can criticise or belittle him on.
If you believe that you are a victim
Yep.
of domestic violence in that situation,
Yeah.
what do you do about it?
Yeah, so this is an interesting part, Adam, because the research shows a lot of men don't even realise that they're in an abusive relationship, which is why I wrote this resource on it, Breaking the Silence, a practical guide for male victims of domestic abuse, because there isn't much information to help men recognise, wow, what I'm going through is actually abuse, and obviously violence if there's physical abuse. So when he first realises it's happening, it's confronting. Men feel a lot of shame, embarrassment, and question their masculinity when they realise they might be in this space. So if they realise they're going through it, one of the first steps is to inform himself before he confronts her in any way, which could be unsafe or could escalate the situation. So reading the book or getting the ebook version off Amazon if he wants can help him get information about it to then help him make informed decisions. I've helped many men as a psychologist get some clarity around the issue, and then we decide what the safe options forward are from there. So certainly seeing a psychologist would be a helpful step.
Well, it's a serious topic.
It is a serious topic, yes.
And I look forward to speaking to you again next week.
I'm looking forward to it too, Adam.
Have a great week.
Thank you.